In 2017, the Magia Record Mobile game took the world by storm, introducing a plethora of new characters, each with distinct personality traits as well as unique abilities and roles. However, what if I told you that there was one girl among all the new characters who stood above all the rest? One girl whose beauty and talent far exceeded every single new character. Well, at least according to her anyway. I of course am talking about none other than Magia Record's own Ria Ami. And in this video, we're going to dive deep and talk about who she is as well as her role within Magia Record and of course what I think about her. That's all coming up next, so stay tuned. Hey, this is Mommy Sexual reporting for duty. Hoi hoi hoi, I got a dag nasty penis. This is Mommy Sexual. If you're into Madoka Magica theories and discussions, do not forget to subscribe to this channel and turn on notifications so that you will be made to know of every video that comes out the moment that I upload it. Turn on notifications if you are a Madoka fanboy and if you want to be bombarded with discussions and theories in your sub box. And I hope you enjoy today's video. Hoi, hoi, hoi! Ria Ami is a magical girl who shows up as a model within the Magia Record game. Her physical features include her blonde hair as well as her blue eyes. Ria Ami's soul gem is actually a red egg-shaped looking gem with a wing coming off the left-hand side of the gem sitting on her neck. You can see right here. Her weapon of choice after becoming a magical girl is actually a bow and arrow, which makes her identical to Madoka in this regard when it comes to their weapons. Her wish for becoming a magical girl was something along the lines of to become beautiful and that no one would remember what she was like previously. However, the precise wording of this wish is actually unknown. Now, this in itself is a pretty interesting wish to make and might make sense as to why she became a model. Not only are her abilities related to the idea of showing off her beauty, but Ria Ami goes out of her way to literally let the entire world know just how beautiful she believes she is. And if you want more proof of this, some of her famous quotes within the mobile game include, "All eyes on me," "Broken yet beautiful," and also, "Everyone has gathered to gaze upon this one person. Even the shining light that dances upon this noble elegance applauses me. Transcending beautiful girl, Ria Ami is the only one." Yeah, it goes without saying, this girl has a very high opinion of herself, which in truth is a big part of the reason why I like her. Not counting her physical features, of course, since I've always had a thing for blondes. Actually, in truth, you could make an argument that Ria Ami is very similar to Mommy in the idea of them both being blondes and both being very flashy and performance-oriented, which I guess would make sense as to why they're both my favorites respectively. Meaning Mommy is still my favorite girl in Madoka, but Ria Ami is easily my favorite of the new girls in Magia Record by far. Now, in truth, Ria Ami's backstory of how she became a magical girl has not yet been revealed during the time of this recording. However, one quote she says in particular, I believe, sheds light on her reasoning for becoming a magical girl in the first place, and that quote is, "I couldn't reach it. No matter what, no matter how hard she tried, the girl who couldn't reach to the top is no longer within. Beating out a broken mirror's reflection, a girl with peerless beauty. It's a girl with beauty that cannot fade, even in a broken mirror." From this, it's easy to infer that most likely before becoming a magical girl, Ria Ami must have been someone who always aspired to be a model, but perhaps did not have confidence, nor was she able to succeed in becoming a successful one, which is what inspired her to make her wish in order to fulfill her dream. In truth, I would love it if we one day did get a backstory which really showcases all the struggles that Ria Ami had in relationship to her looks in typical Madoka Magica fashion, since I believe despite her bravado and boasting, Ria most likely came from very humble beginnings and simply lacked confidence in seeing her true beauty, since being beautiful is all a mindset. I mean, it was even Madoka's mother who so famously mentioned, more than how you look, it's about behaving as though you are a beautiful girl. Since beauty is nothing more than how you see yourself, and rather than compare yourself to others, it's better to realize that you have a unique, custom-made design that is unlike everyone else's. So yeah, I personally like to believe that Ria becoming beautiful could have really been nothing more than just her coming to accept herself 100%. Anyways, the introduction of Ria Ami within the Magia Record starts with her meeting up with her agent, who mentioned she was called upon to be featured at the end of a fashion show as a special guest, to which Ria was overjoyed in the idea of being chosen, so much so that she ends up daydreaming over the idea of how jealous she's going to make her fellow models feel in the idea of her being asked as a guest, and continuously boast about how she's going to overtake everyone with her beauty. It's after this event that Ria Ami finds herself having to live through the same reoccurring events over and over of the same day, in which she is supposed to be a guest star in the fashion show she was invited to. On the first day, Ria Ami encounters Kyoko, and they're both found competing over the idea of fighting a witch, and it's here Ria explains to Kyoko how elegant and beautiful she is, that Kyoko would be wise to worship and respect her greatness. Though Kyoko is completely unimpressed and suggests the two have a fight, and then as the two begin to take battle stances, just doesn't look like they're about to go at it, the scene then cuts to Ria missing her chance to guest star in the modeling show. On another day, right before she is meant to walk on stage, the lights go out, which forces the show to be canceled. And on another day, she finds herself distracted by her co-worker and junior, which prevent her from focusing on her role within the actual fashion show. It's here we start to see the more human side of Ria, who realizes something needs to change in order for her to have a successful performance. She begins to view her reoccurring time loops as some form of divine guidance from a goddess of beauty in order to help her have the perfect performance. So when once again faced with Kyoko, rather than fight with her and missing the fashion show, she allows Kyoko to take the witch for herself. And then when it comes to being distracted by her supporters, rather than getting a swell head over their praise, viewing herself as above and better than they were, Ria genuinely expresses gratitude toward them and thanks them for the support, and explains to them the right way to cheer for her as not to distract her while she's on stage. Also, it's shown this time around when the lights go out, Ria learns the idea of learning how to dance in the rain, in the idea that you can't always control what happens to you, but you always have control over the way that you respond, meaning all the power lies within. So in Ria's case, she was able to take a negative and turn it into a positive, and took the negative of the lights going out and turning it into a positive by pretending this was done on purpose in order to engage with the audience in a special way. And it's then Ria Ami is able to rightfully take the stage as supreme diva princess that she truly is. Be sure to check out this video if you want to hear my thoughts on the new Magia Record anime coming out, and check this out for more on the story of Magia Record. Don't forget to like and subscribe and turn on notifications, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace out!